What is going on, everybody? Today I have a different series for you guys. Gonna be fixing up my truck right here. This is a 2007 single cab flare side F150, guys. Really sentimental about this truck, to be honest with y'all, because this was the first vehicle that I ever started driving all the way back in 2016 when I was 16. So let's get started on the mirror. Let's get into it. I watched a couple videos on how to do it, so hopefully I can get it done. All right, so it's finally time to fix this mirror today. Gonna be swapping it out. Again, I did not do this. Somebody crashed into it when I was parked on the street one night, and it's been like that for probably about 5 months at this point. This thing is just not salvageable. So I do have some replacements that I'll be showing you guys in a little bit. First, what we wanna do, I watched a YouTube video on this, so hopefully I can figure it out. If not, and then all this stuff needs to come out of here. This is a pulley from years ago, and then some fishing line from who knows when. So first, you want to get a little pry stick right here. We need to pry up this piece of trim like this. Gonna see if I can do this without taking a break, guys, but I have to see, and without breaking anything. Then what we need to do, let's take out these little connectors. You should have 3 of them. These should come out pretty easily. All you have to do is squeeze. Oh, I lied. There you go. And these all look good. Just make sure these look good. Because I'm assuming if you're working on a truck like this, it's probably pretty old. Over 100, maybe even 2,000. Over 100,000 or over even 200,000 at this point. Next, what we got to do is, I need to probably go get another tool, but I'm going to try this right here. All right, so I was able to get this piece off. Got 2 bolts here that we got to worry about. Then we got a couple bolts underneath. I'm already forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. But first, I'm going to take out these 2 bolts. I'm going to go get the right socket. Now, right here, I got my ratchet with a 5/16 size right here. Might not be able to see that too well, but it's a 5/16. Then we just need to take off these 2 bolts right here where the handle is. This is my first time doing this, so gonna learn with me today, guys. So here we go. I took out the 2nd bolt here. My phone honestly ran out of storage space. What we got to do next is find a flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna try and use this thing and pop out the handle and this little piece of plastic here. Might need to go get was not able to get it with that little pry tool. I already misplaced it. So I got a little flathead screwdriver right here. Gonna try and get this thing off. The guy in the video makes it look all easy, of course, but he's probably done it 50,000 times. All right, got it. Now we just got to pry this piece out. And I saw somebody on the video that said, once you get this piece out, you don't need to disconnect this cable. You can just slide it through this hole. So I'm just going to leave that loose right here. And next, what we got to do is pry off this panel right here. This one looks like it's coming pretty easy. And make sure you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. All right, so we got to pull off this little speaker panel right here. Just like that. And then we got a set of 4 bolts right here. And then to make sure you put all the pieces back correctly, you want to store everything in a safe place. Now we're going here. I have the 732 ratchet end right here. I got the little mini ratchet. Won't even say anything. I got an insult in mind, but I don't want to insult you guys. Move these bolts right here. And these are also going to go in the cup holder. And I got them memorized. I know exactly where each bolt goes, guys. We'll have to see about that later on. All right. And basically, we can go ahead and there's a little piece back here that we got to detach. So we'll need the flathead again. Let me put these. So we got to take the flathead screwdriver right here, guys. You probably won't be able to see me real well because it's kind of tight. And then we got to... So actually, you don't put the flathead screwdriver in there. You just squeeze the little end right there and it slides right off. Hopefully you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to store this over here on the floor. Make sure I don't lose it. And then that's it on that piece. So we got most of the pieces off already. All we got to do is... All right, so this wasn't in the video, I don't think, but there's a little piece of plastic right here. Just pull that off, throw it on the floor like that. And then what we need to do is get a little ratchet piece. Get a little one. I'm going to start with the 9 here. And you're just supposed to be able to push these little plastic pieces out. I got the first little piece of plastic out of here. What I ended up having to do was I had to get the 1/4-inch socket right here, push up against it, get the needle nose pliers, push from the back, and then pull from the front. Be serious here, guys. But I'll try and do it one more time where you guys can see it. See if I can do this baby left-handed. This is a 2-hand kind of job here, guys. All right, here we go. Got to be careful not to break it because it's just a piece of plastic. All right, so you guys can see what I'm doing there. Let's try it. Okay, so there you go. You guys see how to get that piece out. And we're going to store this safely over here on the floor. Now there's 2 more bolts that we got to get. I got the size 6 socket right here with the extension on the medium ratchet. And we just got to get these off here. There's one right here and then one right here that we got to get rid of. Store these safely on the floor somewhere or on a seat. Now at this point, you're supposedly supposed to be able to just kind of slide this whole panel up and off. So that's what we're going to try and do here. Pretty sure I didn't miss any bolts or anything. I think everything's ready to go. So we're going to give it a shot here. Okay. Let's see. This thing has been on there for 20 years probably, so wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I missed something. Might have missed something, honestly, guys. All right, round 3. All right, I just discovered my problem. Problem is this guy right here did not take this off. So as soon as I get that off, should be good. Be a size 6, please. Nope. Of course, all the bolts always got to be different sizes for absolutely no reason at all. Barely in my 20s, guys. I'm already making dad noises. Pretty ridiculous. All right. Let's get her in there. Let's get her off. Be serious, guys. This is educational. All right. So now that we got this stinker off, I'm going to give this one more shot. Just going to lift up on it. Okay, there you go. Luckily, I didn't break anything. So this door handle is just going to slide right out of there. Just like that. So you don't have to disconnect all of this stuff that he was showing in this other video. Don't have to be worried about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and place this door frame over here on the floor. At least I didn't break anything, guys, because I'm not really one to break things. But now what we got to do, we got to raise this camera up. Point it right there. So we got the mirror on the other side here. All this plastic stuff. And all we got, geez, we're just gonna yank that off. It's like so hot down here in the south, guys. It looks like it just melted to the door over here. It's gonna go on the floor in a safe spot. Then we got 3 bolts right here. The electrical connector, which is still, even though somebody ran into it on the outside out here, it still looks good. That's what I'm trying to say here. All right, so we got to get a bigger piece here. It's too small. Go. Wow, that was lucky. Okay, we got a 7/16 right here. You guys can't see that, I apologize. 7/16. And then I should probably put my safety glasses back on before I jab myself. Got my bolts all over the place, completely unorganized. That's exactly what you guys want to do. All right, and my apologies, took off these 2 bolts and nuts right here from the bottom here. My phone keeps running out of storage at the greatest possible time. So now, gotta take off this top one. Just gonna make sure to hold the other side because the mirror will just fall on the floor if you don't hold on to it, So we'll go ahead and remove the electrical connector right there, and there's a spider web on me. That's beautiful. And we'll just go ahead and slide the bad mirror out like that. Okay. So we got rid of this bad mirror. This thing is off now. Gonna run and get the other one. Hopefully it fits on there correctly. Here is the new mirror right here, guys. I picked this up on Amazon about 4 or 5 months ago. So if it doesn't fit, I'm kind of screwed because I waited too long. So all I'm gonna do here is take off these rubber pieces on the back, throw those on the floor for later. And then we gotta take off this little foam, throw it on the floor. All right, everybody, it's the next day and I did some research. You're actually supposed to leave this little piece of foam on there because it acts as a gasket. So I went ahead and took the mirror off again. Gonna go ahead and reinstall this piece of foam and then put the mirror back on. And then for once in my life, I'm gonna do things correctly and not cut corners here. It's really dirty around where this is mounted. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some towels, a little bit of poor man's Windex right here, the Great Value glass cleaner, and spray it on here and just wipe it off a little bit. In the other video that I was watching, he did not specifically say to put the piece of foam on there, so I just didn't know, but glad I caught that before I put all of the internals back on, because then I would have had to take everything back off again. So make sure you guys do everything you got to do before you start putting stuff back. Jeez. Good, I'm cleaning this too, so it doesn't corrode. This is not corroded at all though. Just make sure yours is not all destroyed. I know a lot of the trucks you guys are probably working on are pretty old, just like mine. And then this little plastic piece with some seal on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall it. I'm not personally going to reapply this rubber gasket that's on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and press it back on here. All right, now I got the piece of foam back on here. I'm ready to go reinstall this thing onto the side of the truck. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. If not, just let me know if you have any questions down below. Got it nice and clean on the outside now, so I should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and try not to break something. Which I cannot promise I won't do. So I got the top bolt on here now, and to be honest, it's a lot harder to get this thing seated with the foam gasket on there. So just keep that in mind if you guys are trying to do this on your own. And then like a dummy, I forgot to get the electrical connection and pull it through the gasket here. Now I should be able to get it on. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that too, because you don't want to break the wiring, which I almost did. All right, so I went ahead and pulled the wiring through right here from the mirror itself. If you guys can't see that, just make sure you pull that little portion through so you can go ahead and plug everything in. I'm gonna get my top bolt seated on here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the connector from the truck into the mirror. Make sure I hear a click on it, like that. And you guys can see what I'm doing there. Just make sure it's connected good so your mirror successfully works. And then go ahead and seat this piece of plastic back down here, like this. Doesn't need to be on there perfect. I'm not too worried about that. And then boom, I'll just go ahead and tighten down my bolts good. Not too tight, but pretty tight. And then I'm good to go again. Got all 3 bolts and also the foam gasket on there. So at this point, the mirror is ready to go, should be working, but I'm also gonna double check it real quick just to make sure that the electrical is working, because I don't wanna have any problems with that. You guys can see that the blinker is successfully working, so just test yours to make sure it is working, because you don't want to get all the stuff on the door back, then have to take it all off again. So at this point, that's going to be it. Successfully fix the mirror. Make sure you put that little foam gasket on there and you guys will be good to go. Now at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and put everything back. You guys, if you need some help on putting any of this stuff back, just re-watch the video from the start and you guys will see where all the bolts go, where everything needs to be placed, and everything is pretty self-explanatory from here. If you guys have any questions, just let me know down below in the comments and I'll definitely make sure to help you guys out. I'm going to get started on this process, but I think you guys can handle it. It's pretty self-explanatory from here. Just put everything back. All right, you guys, so now we're done with the first step towards getting this thing street legal again. Now all I gotta do is put some air in the tires. The paint will be fine. I can drive it with the paint kind of coming off, but this old mirror really needed to go right here, guys, and I'm really excited that even though somebody crashed into it, geez, this thing is like disgusting, that somebody crashed into it, the wiring on the truck is good to go. And there is the final product. I'm also gonna do the other side as well, but I'm not gonna make another video for that, guys. Thanks for watching.